Welcome back. This is S.J. Pettersson with part 2 of Sorrow, Tears and Blood, one of Fela's greatest pieces. When I started the first tutorial, I let the music run approximately up to this that I marked D as a rehearsal letter, which is the full rhythm section, and Fela starts with playing a alto sax solo, then we have verse and chorus, etc. And if I play that right here, it sounds like this. And again, I discussed the swing 16ths of this part, which is what you will hear on the recording since I composited it in Nuendo. Here's the section. And over that we have solos, and we have the singing, and we have the background harmonies with his 27 queens, etc. The bridge is the first time you will really hear the horns, and we got a beautiful harmony here. Sort of scale down the dynamics a little bit. I've had to use a lot of first and second endings of these because he has some pickup notes, which is a little rare as well for his pieces here. So you'll see a lot of first and second endings, and those are written to make the manuscript shorter. I always don't write the piece in the full length. I just write usually 4 bars or 8 bars, whatever the sections are, which makes it easier to explain. Here we have alto, tenor, tenor, baritone, and trumpet. I'm going to start playing this bridge. Here we go. Harmony is pretty easy. I've discussed transposing scores as well in the past. So this, which is E flat, we're in C minors, the minor third, then I have the root on baritone, an octave lower, and the trumpet doubles the baritone, playing the root 2 octaves higher. Nice little section, beautiful. I'm going to play this again, actually, and then I'm going to let it go into the next part, which, let me talk about the next part first. Very, very syncopated. I can actually start in this second ending, see what happens. We have what I would call the chorus, in which he sings about regular trademark. It's basically a piece about police brutality. And here's this section. And that leads into the breakdown. So this is probably the only Fela song that I know that, apart from quoting the melody, the main melody on electric piano in the beginning, the melody doesn't come in until the ending. Nice little syncopated section that goes on for a while. I call this the breakdown. This section, the guitar plays a great little line in here. I didn't translate this into tablature. These are fourths. Hopefully, if you're a guitar player, you can understand what goes on in here. Very, very simple part, but very effective. The drums, just play snare drums. I'm going to play from the breakdown, leading into the horn melody. Actually, what happened there is he went on to repeat, and I had still left these notes on. So let's go to the chorus. And this section is identical to the regular vamp, apart from the keyboard part here, which is kind of cool. I play it again, and then I let it run into the actual head of the song, the melody, which is... This melody is all in octave unison. Beautiful part. You will hear, I should play the horn parts by themselves, but since it's octave unison, and it's not really quite necessary. If we look a little closer at this part, my articulation marks, occasionally I kind of mess up and have both a staccato dot and a staccatissimo caret. You wouldn't really see that on a regular chart. Staccato dots would be fine, but by inputting these into Sibelius, you really can make the music come alive, as you can hear. Staccatissimo is really rarely used. People know when there's staccato that they play it super short. It's about half the length of a staccato dot. I think I'm not being too exciting when I'm narrating this particular piece. I haven't done a tutorial for a couple of days. Been working a lot today, so after this, the melody, there's a little bit of an alto sax solo, and I let it play from here towards the end, where he again scales back the instruments, takes them away, and I've sort of notated him play the melody on alto sax. There you kind of have it. So this, first of all, so I'm having issues with, like I said, the YouTube police. Usually I prefer to put in a little bit of the original music in my tutorials at the beginning and at the end. I keep getting flagged and banned in Germany, of all places. So you're gonna have to find, if you don't already have a version of this, you should have to get it. It's an amazing stuff. And I don't think I prepared the horn parts to look very good. Here's my tenor sax in transposition score. So what you're gonna have to do is, if you really like this and you want to get some of these parts in tablature or notation in your own key, let me know. So that's Sorrow, Tears and Blood by the immortal Fela Kuti. Thanks for tuning in.